So here we can see that this triangle has 10 units on this side and 6 units across the bottom. And then this similar figure has 5 units for the side and X units for the bottom. So that X is what we're going to be solving for. So we're going to use this method, this cross method over here. I find that this is really helpful to make sure that our fractions are set up appropriately. My previous video that I just posted is all about proportions, and that's exactly what we're using for similar figures. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link here for you, also in the description. But proportions are what we are going to be using. We're going to be setting up two fractions equal to each other, and this method will help us set up those fractions. So the way that I like to do it is on one side of this X shape or this plus shape, I am going to focus on the numbers from shape 1. Now in the top is going to be one of the sides, so I'm just going to start with 10 here, and then on the bottom is going to be another side, so I'm going to put 6 here at the bottom. Now, we just have to make sure that on this second side over here, we're setting up our numbers similarly to how the numbers are set up for our first shape. So since this side right here is the 10 that we used for the first shape, then we need to use that same corresponding side that goes along with this smaller triangle. So that's going to give us a 5 there in that top section. So that would be the shape 2, side A. And then shape 2, side B, that's where our X would go. So now we've got our 10 over 6 and then the 5 over X, and those are going to be our two fractions that we're setting equal to each other. So 10 over 6 equals 5 over X. Now with this particular proportion, we can see that 10 is just 2 times 5. So if we're going from this second fraction back to the first fraction, if we multiply by 2 going in this direction, then we should be able to multiply by 2 going in this direction. Or if it's easier to set it up the other way, we can divide by 2, right? 10 divided by 2 gives us 5, and then 6 divided by 2 gives us 3. So already we know that this missing side length is 3. However, if we have it set up a different way, or maybe you just don't notice that 10 is 2 times 5, then we can do the cross multiplication method, where we multiply diagonally. So 6 times 5 gives us 30. And then we multiply diagonally the other way, 10 times x, that's just going to give us 10x. And then to solve for x, we're going to divide by 10 on both sides to get rid of the 10 on this side. And then 30 divided by 10 gives us 3. So x equals 3. So we get the same answer with whichever method we choose to solve.